Hi my foodies, welcome back to another Food Vision video. I hope you are all well. I just want to say that I am not getting this video out on time. What I mean is that the day it is due to be uploaded, I went on holiday. Anyway, today I am doing a themed video as it was requested, so thank you for the request. Today we are doing what I eat in a day, Christmas edition. More specifically Christmas Day. If you have any more requests of themes or people, then let me know down below. Also, I just want to mention that I have been obsessed with Christmas lately, my favorite time of year. Without any more waiting, let's jump into the video. Actually, just briefly I want to say that this is not intended to hate on anybody in this video. And video credits go to the people who made these what I eat in a days.
Hi everyone and welcome to my What I Eat in a Day Christmas Day edition. So for my breakfast I had some bacon on toast with a nice cup of tea.
Okay, so this is alright to have as long as it isn't every day. And it is Christmas, and I know people say calories don't matter on Christmas, but it's still good to be mindful. If this is paired with some healthier options later on, then it's fine.
Then I had some of these little dairy milk mini cookies. I love these. Then I had some Ritz crackers.
Now she said some. So I have assumed about half of the box, so bear that in mind for the end calorie total. Personally, if I knew I was going to eat unhealthy later on, then I probably wouldn't have these. But a few are okay. Just make sure to only have them in moderation, as they are quite high in fat and sugar.
Because I was absolutely starving, but I was trying to save myself for my Christmas dinner. And then we went to Old Hall Farm in Ellesmere Port for our
A low-calorie snack is good. It could keep you going between meals if you are a little bit hungry, but not ravenous. But to be honest, she shouldn't really be hungry after the mini cookies anyway. But on another note, this is what I love about Becky. Her videos are very realistic because I'm sure there are other people out there that don't really have 3 set meals and they snack throughout the day.
Christmas dinner. I had the, what's it called? Terrine, I want to say, chicken terrine for my starter. It was basically like pate. I really enjoyed it. And then it was like a Christmas.
Wait, is this meant to be a starter? Because it looks like a meal to me. At least it's chicken, so it's good for protein, but sadly it has quite a bit of sugar. To me as well, it didn't look appetizing, which is weird as I love chicken. Personally, I struggle to eat things that don't look appetizing.
Calorie, of course, had turkey, some carrots, peas, basically everything on there, mash, and I love the cranberry sauce. I'm obsessed with cranberry sauce at Christmas time. The turkey was really, really good. I weren't fussed on the pigs in blankets because the bacon wasn't crispy enough. For dessert, I had a chocolate.
The classic Christmas Day roast. I too would usually have turkey at Christmas. I wouldn't have stuffing as I don't like it. But I would eat the rest. I feel like it is quite easy to overeat with roast dinner, especially since a lot of the food would be considered healthy. And also people underestimate how calories can add up with stuff such as buffets. Personally, I think Becky should have been a little bit more mindful with what she ate earlier if she knew she was going for a carvery. But at the end of the day, it is Christmas.
Snowball, it was like mint ice cream with a hard chocolate shell. It was absolutely delicious. The chocolate sauce.
Look, I get that this is high calorie, but to be honest, mint is one of my favorite flavors. My favorite flavors include mint, banana, gingerbread, and red velvet. The only thing that would have made this dessert better is if it was dark chocolate, as that is my favorite type of chocolate. On another note, for the amount of calories it does look quite small.
The sauce that came from it was amazing. And then a little bit later on, I had some of my birthday cake with some whipped cream.
Right. So I understand that it is Christmas and all, but was it really necessary to have 2 different desserts? It was her birthday, so she could have just had some of her birthday cake. The cake did look really good though, and I do want some. Low-key making me jealous through the screen.
And it was delicious.
Even though it is Christmas and you should enjoy yourself, I believe it is still okay to be at least semi-mindful. In the sense of because it is a holiday, you shouldn't really worry about what you're eating, but it is probably beneficial to be mindful that you're not eating too many calories. Like it's okay to not eat healthy at Christmas, but try not to eat too much to where you're gaining weight fast. But I do hope that she had a good birthday. Not going to lie, it's probably not good to start the day with chocolate. But to be honest, they aren't that high in calories. And everybody loves a good kind of product once in a while. This sounds good, but I had to triple check the sugar, because that amount actually caught me off guard. Especially for how small the portion looks. But to be honest, I guess it because she had it with her family. It is a nice balance of treats with fruit. So well done for remembering that, even on Christmas. I'm assuming she got this as a gift. And by her reaction, it doesn't look like she liked it very much. But at least it is low calorie. I get that the drinks are good. But girl, your sugar is creeping up. I guess the calories aren't for the classic roast dinner. I would eat everything except for the lamb and the Brussels sprouts. And to be honest, I've never even tried mint sauce before. Nothing beats a Yorkshire pudding, like, I'm not being funny, I could easily eat a whole plate of those, either with gravy or even plain. This meal looks absolutely actually got slightly confused, because it made me realize that I don't think I have ever ate a blackberry before. Which seems odd because I love fruit so much. Anyway, I know this seems unhealthy, but it feels like a typical British dessert. And sometimes it's the home comforts that bring the best enjoyment. Okay, maybe the chocolates weren't needed at the end of the day, and they could have been saved for the next day. Also, I've never had them before because I'm pretty sure they're coconut. And coconut is an odd flavor for me, because I don't like it yet I can still eat Bounties. Yet, if you gave me a chocolate like this, I wouldn't be able to eat it due to the coconut. Also, I hate chocolates like this, because they feel really small for the amount of calories they actually are. This doesn't actually seem that bad for a Christmas day. To be honest, you could probably recover from this in about a week, maybe even less. Honestly, this looks really good. And I don't know if these are classed as a breakfast food or not. I'm not going to shame her for this because I would eat this too. It feels weird to say this as somebody who is British and Scottish, but I think tea is actually overrated. But it is usually low calorie, so that's good. I don't know what it is, but I feel like everybody seems to eat Maltesers on Christmas. She seems to be snacking rather than having 3 set meals. I also didn't realize how much sugar is in these. Since I've started eating healthier myself in real life, I've noticed that lower calorie doesn't always necessarily mean healthier. Sometimes foods that are a little bit higher calorie have a better macro ratio. Now, if you remember me previously saying I love gingerbread flavored things and the fact that this is with soy milk is good because that is slightly healthier. Sadly, it is high in sugar though. Okay, now it's time for the main attraction. And on this plate I would eat everything except for the stuffing and the Brussels sprouts. This video is just making me crave Yorkshire puddings really bad. This was really strange to me because I have never heard of anybody eating mac and cheese on Christmas Day before. I don't believe this is a tradition anywhere, but I don't know. On another note, I don't know why it looks good because this is the thing about me, right? Where food that I know I don't like will always look appetizing, and I don't really like cheese, so I don't know why this looks good. Not the best food, but I will let her off because it is Christmas. And to be honest, 100 cal isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. There's nothing really to comment on this, because it's just a simple cup of tea, and I don't get hype about it anyway. Honestly, I had to triple check this one because my macros felt really off, but to be honest, they were as accurate as I could get them. The plate looked good, even though I know that I wouldn't eat the sandwich filling. Again, it could have also been a lot worse considering it was Christmas Day.
Why eat a day on Christmas Day? Merry Christmas, everyone! Mommy came in with our cup of teas and our stockings, bless her. Obviously, we can't forget about Alfie. He got a little doggy cracker. The mum's tradition on Christmas Day is to get a bin bag for all the wrapping paper. I did get absolutely spoilt this year. I appreciate everything my mum does.
For those that don't know, I used to binge watch Charlie Arn's videos all the time. Especially her what I eat in a day ones. A cup of tea feels like quite a common thing to start Christmas Day with. At least it was in my house. Like we couldn't start opening our presents until the cup of tea or coffee was made.
For me, and I'm so grateful. I love you, Mommy. For breakfast, I had bacon and pigs in blanket rolls. These were absolutely gorgeous. How cute are
Going on a ramble. I don't know why it feels like a trend to skip breakfast or have a really small breakfast because not being funny. But a lot of days breakfast is actually my biggest meal. And I feel like this is a decent calorie size for breakfast. You just have to be mindful with what you eat for the rest of the day so you don't eat too many calories, but for an active person this is a good size. The only issue I have with this breakfast is that I don't like bacon.
the decorations as well, and my mum set all the table out. Obviously, because it was Christmas Day, I had to get the Prosecco out at like 11 a.m. and then it was time to dish up dinner.
This is okay, and it is a lot lower in calories than what I thought it would be considering that it is alcohol.
We literally had everything. We had ham, chicken, beef, Yorkshire, stuffing, pigs in blankets, mash, swedes, cabbage. Do you know what though? Mum, if you're watching this, you know what's coming. She forgot to do the collie cheese. And the roasties, oh my god, they were stunning. Then we had dessert. I had profiterole.
On this plate, I would eat everything. Although I'm not the biggest fan of beef because I am funny with food textures. And to me beef is too chewy. But it's not like I hate the taste. Compared to the other roast dinners as well, this one is quite low calorie.
Balls, cakes and mince pies. After dinner we decided to play some games. We did that last.
These look delicious, but they also look quite small for the amount of calories they are. I haven't had profeta rolls in so long, so I want them now.
Like cream game. I mean, none of us could get it in our actual mouth. My uncle's went behind his head, mine went in my hair, and my mum's went on her forehead as well.
Honestly, I don't really know what's going on, but at least it looks like she is enjoying time with her family.
Cracked open another bottle of Prosecco, and then I went over Corey and Lee.
No real comment on the Prosecco because there isn't really much to comment on an 85 cal. Isn't that much? This plate, however, looks divine to me. She didn't say what was on the plate, but it looks like chicken skewers and sausage rolls. But bear in mind that it could have been cheese and onion rolls. Anyway, who doesn't love a good sausage roll? Because I know I do. And for some reason it is pretty much the only pork-based food that I actually like. And I don't know if it's due to the pastry outside or not. Just on a random note, I love the plate because it's Percy Pig themed and I love Percy Pigs and also my favourite singer, it's one of his favourite foods.
us for drinks, where we had more Prosecco. Thanks for my presents, besties. We watch EastEnders, and this is the first time on Christmas Day I've ever ordered a takeaway.
I'm glad that she got to hang out with friends, and again, nothing to comment on with the drink apart from the fact that I guess if you have a load of glasses, the calories slowly creep up. If I'm being real, I didn't even know you could order from takeaway places on Christmas Day, because I thought they were all closed. Bear in mind for the end total that I can see that there is a pizza box, but she didn't necessarily show the pizza, so I don't know if she actually ate it. I'm assuming she would have showed the pizza if she did, so I've only counted the fries. Cheese is one of those food that is okay to have in moderation, as it does have some benefits, but if you have it all the time, then it is proven to almost fatten people up, if you would like to call it that. I feel like it's quite easy to overheat cheese because it doesn't seem like a large quantity of food. Also, the calories are so high because I've based it off the fact that this is a large portion, because that's what it looks like.
Merry Christmas!
In a strange way, this seems like a more normal day of eating for Christmas, and I expected more of these videos to be 3,000 cal or above. And compared to some of the lower calorie videos, Charlie has actually had a small amount of the macros. To be honest, a lot of it was just low calorie things that added up, I guess. Okay, you guys know it wouldn't be a proper themed what I eat in a day calorie counting video if I didn't add my favorite what I eat in a day influencer in Abby. This cereal sounds really good because I do love a good Kit Kat if I do say so myself. It just seems like quite a boring breakfast for Christmas Day. Alright, this is the first time I realized that these sachet powders, whatever you call them, actually have calories, but there's nothing really in this to warrant doing any damage. And it's actually healthy because she's getting her vitamin C. Okay, a lot to decipher to here because 1, why do you have so much brown sauce on your sandwich? Like, that's insane. And 2, a full sugar can is actually crazy. It's just a waste of macros. I do love me some good popcorn chicken, but I just didn't expect them to be so many calories. Also, why does this feel like dinner and you haven't had a roast dinner yet? Abby, please, I'm dying because there's no way you have gone out on Christmas Day to have an Indian. It just feels wrong because in my brain, everybody should have roast dinner on Christmas Day. Also, this is a lot of calories considering what she's already ate. Just have the roast dinner next time, girl. Okay, this is so strange to me to not see a roast dinner on Christmas Day. I feel betrayed. This is so unhealthy, I can't. It feels so weird to not see I roast. I'll never get over this. Wow, that cake looks delicious. I want to have some, oh my gosh. It's not good paired with the other food from the day, but like it looks too good. This has just made me crave cake. Editing this, I realized something, so ignore that total. I forgot to add the 4 rochets at the end, so the total is actually higher. I get it's Christmas, but this is still crazy. At least she enjoyed herself, I guess. Well guys, that's the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed this and are as excited for Christmas as me. If you have video ideas, then let me know down below. Sorry, this is out late. I was on holiday. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll speak to you soon, my foodies.